waiting for the bus. Not so bad, I think. After a 6-7 hour journey, we arrived to Mama's hostel or guest house. This is the place we're staying at, and we got a suite own room. This is our first food for today, and the clock is like 8 in the evening. Now we are preparing for our packing to the Ha Giang Loop tour. I don't even know if I've mentioned it before, but tomorrow morning we're going to Ha Giang Loop tour for 4 days, 3 nights. So it's gonna be insane. And here we're packing at the same time and uploading our video, which takes a long time. We got some banh mi with eggs. Hey, look at the weather, it's insane.
Yeah, I looked this last night, so it's gonna rain.
But we got raincoats. We have 3 raincoats right now. And also I got for the boots, so we should be fine. We're about to leave soon, and I'm going to drive by myself, and Alexandra is going with an easy driver. The only problem is that it's raining so much, or not so much, but it's gonna rain all day. And it's really cloudy as well, so we'll not see the beautiful views today at least. This is the scooter I will be driving. There we have Alexandra. I had to take a minibus for 12 kilometers, and Alexandra went on Easy Rider. Our first place we're staying at, so we have a dorm of 4. So me and Alexandra took this bed. This is the bathroom, and it was really cold to get here, and I'm driving by myself, so my hands were like ice. But it was really nice, although it was really cloudy, like almost all the way. Only in the end it was a bit better, so we'll see how it will be tomorrow, hopefully much better. Second day today, and we're already a bit sick, almost. Yeah. Alexandra got a cold and I'm just like stuffed up here in the nose. And it's really cold. Today it's gonna be like 6-7 degrees during the day, or yeah, maybe 8 degrees Celsius. And at night it's gonna be like 4-3, so it's gonna be cold. So we're just like, we're literally putting so much clothes on, everything we have.
Sure.
So yeah, 2 layers of everything, because we did not pack like way too warm clothes, so we just put on whatever we have. And I also got some gloves, which I hopefully will use today. And according to the weather forecast, it will stop raining at like 11 o'clock, and we got woken up at between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. So heavy rain, it was just insane. And apparently everyone in the hostel or homestay woke up, so we'll see how it goes today. It's freezing cold. Look at my hands, all red. We just drove on some crazy roads, and the guy just told us that those mountains are in China. So we can see China from here. That's insane. So this is the place we're sleeping at, and Alexandra is freezing because it's really cold in here. And just like a few minutes ago, before we came here, there was a police checkpoint. So they had to go with the easy riders, leave some people here at the place, and then take the drivers back and pick me up with my own scooter. So that was lucky, otherwise I would have a lot of trouble. It's freaking cold today, it's like 1 degree, and it was as cold in the room as well. So yeah, we have like literally every layer of clothes we had with us. So I have like 2 pairs of pants.
And I have shorts over my pants.
Yeah, and you have 2 pairs, right? As well, yeah. And like we have like 2 t-shirts each, and then we have a long shirt, then we have a sweatshirt.
And we slept in our jackets. So.
Yeah, Alexandra slept in her jacket, and it was still cold. So that's just insane.
So I'm sick right now.
But look at the views here around. Sick. The scenery here is just beautiful. This is amazing. Alexandra is freezing in our place. Our last day at the nicest place so far. And it's like 5 degrees outside, so it's still very cold. Now we are walking towards the waterfall. So we're back at the place and we just got some pizza delivered. We just had some food and talked and played with our new friends, which was really nice. And now we're on the bus going to Hanoi once again, unfortunately. So yeah, 6 hours. The clock is 2 p.m. We just got back to Hanoi. Our driving was crazily fast because we came like 1.5 hours earlier than we were supposed to, even though we left a bit later and we had a 30-minute break. So this is the place, so this is nice. It's a bit far from the city center, but we didn't want to stay there, so this is insane. This is the nicest place we've had. Wow, look, this is literally an apartment. Cool. Let's see the bathroom. Wow, and yeah, this is one of the reasons we booked this, because we are still so cold. Like, I have like a lot of layers on me, and it's 9 degrees here in Hanoi as well, so it's really cold. So we need to get ourselves back on our feet before we keep on moving our journey. we were sitting out here in the green and we decided to answer a few questions that some of you might have, because we had a few questions before we went to the Ha Giang Loop tour. So let's just make life easier and answer all of them for you.
Yeah.
First question, who did we decide to book with?
So we booked with the Mama's Homestay.
Yes, and we decided to book Mama's Homestay because they have smaller groups compared to Jasmine Tour, for example, and it was much...
Yeah, it was much cheaper than the Jasmine Tours, and you get a much nicer t-shirt.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, you get such a nice t-shirt.
And they also have really nice food.
Second question, how much did it cost? So we decided to do the 4 days, 3 nights.
And I got the easy driver, which means that I have a driver instead of driving by myself.
Exactly, and I was driving by myself, so it was a bit cheaper. So for Alexandra it was 4.7 million dong, Vietnamese dong, and for me it was 3,750,000 dong. And also we booked transport, so altogether we paid 9.6 million Vietnamese dong for our Ha Giang Loop tour. Yes, and the prices included with everything, like
the food, the homestays, and a free night at Mama's Homestay in Ha Giang before we start the loop.
Yes. Third question, how much money do we need to bring with us to the Ha Giang Loop tour? We would say around 200,000 maybe per person, and you don't need so much money because everything is paid for. You get the food, you get happy water, which is their kind of alcohol.
The only thing you need to buy is like if you want to buy gloves or souvenirs.
Exactly.
And water and beer.
Yeah, because you don't get any drinks. If you want drinks, you have to pay. You only get water. So if you like beer, for example, then you'll have to pay a bit more because one beer is, if I remember correctly, it was like 20 or 30,000 dong per beer. So you just have to calculate by yourself.
There's no ATMs in the mountains. So.
Exactly. So make sure to bring money, otherwise you'll be in kind of trouble if you can't find anyone who will put you up with some money. Question number 4. What should we bring with us to our trip? Depending on the weather, you have to make sure to check the weather properly before you go. We were really unlucky.
And it can change a lot.
Yes, it can be cloudy, it can be rainy, so make sure to bring enough clothes and rain covers, for example. We were really unlucky with the weather. It was really cold, so we had to put all our clothes we had with us to survive. Otherwise, they have towels, they have like pretty much everything for you. So make sure to bring like a water bottle, money, good shoes, good clothes, and rain covers because you never know when it can start to rain. Also, you need to bring some swimwear because if the weather allows, you can swim in the waterfall, for example, or at the pools at the hostels.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Should you drive by yourself or should you go with an easy driver? I drove by myself and I can tell you this. If you do not have any experience driving, do not drive. Take an easy driver to be sure because it goes fast, it can be really dangerous, and if you're not experienced, it can go pretty badly. And the easy driver is just a little bit more, but you will be safe.
They drive really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't scared at all, so it was
Yeah, they drive really good. From what I saw, everyone was fine. No one had a crash or anything. So it's up to you. And an extra question to this is, yes, you need an international driving license. If you do not have a driving license, you might get in trouble if the police stops you. You might get a really big fine. But they check for police controls. So we only had one situation where I had to get off my bike and go through with them. So, but they cannot guarantee it for you. So if you get stopped, you have to pay. But so you can drive without the international driving permit, but it's up to you if you think it's reasonable or not. If you have like the proper skills to drive by yourself. Question number 6. How was the roads? The roads were much better than I expected, to be honest. Although you have to expect there will be a lot of potholes, and in some cases the roads get really small It can get really rough, really dangerous. And on day number 3, I think, it was the worst. The roads were really bad. Like a lot of potholes, and you have to drive slowly and be really careful.
Question number 7.
Yes. Should you go for 4 days, 3 nights or 3 days, 2 nights? In our opinion, it's pretty simple. You should obviously go with the 4 days, 3 nights.
It's so worth it.
It's really worth it. You'll have such a fun experience. You will do so much more. And trust me, we are missing every day so far. I've been thinking about Ha Giang Loop tour.
And the 3rd night has the best homestay. So
Yeah,
with the pool and everything.
trust me, the place there was really, really nice. You get like windows, so you can see the mountains in the morning, which is really, really cool.
Question number 8.
How did we get to the Ha Giang Loop tour to Mama's homestay? So you can book a transfer from Hanoi, Sapa,
Halong Bay.
Halong Bay. So they'll fix a bus for you, and they'll take you there. And
It's on their website. So
yes, when you book, you can check if you want to book it, the transport with the bus. And we got there 1 day earlier before it started, during the day or evening, and that's a bit more recommendation from us, because then you get some nice sleep and you can prepare for the 4 incoming days. Otherwise, you come during the night if you take the later bus, and I don't think it's
just stressful.
yeah, you'll just get a few hours of sleep, and it's much better to come during the evening, I think, to get some food as well. Question number 9. What happens with your big backpack when you go to the Ha Giang Loop tour? So, for those who don't know, you leave your big backpack or luggage at the homestay, and then you take a smaller backpack with you.
So you need to like repack when you arrive at Mama's homestay.
Exactly. And what happens with the backpack? I'll put a picture here so you can see how it looks, because from the beginning I was pretty sure that they'll put it in lockers, but they do not, so it's in open space. But it is very safe because there are a lot of cameras. We have a bird making some noises here. Interrupting our... Go away, man.
But there's like a lot of backpacks, so it's no
So
problem.
we didn't hear from anyone they had any issues. I don't think there should be any problems.
No.
But it's good to know if you have any valuables, that if you want to keep them safe, then maybe if you have to organize something beforehand or ask the personnel. They're really kind and helpful.
Question number 10.
Which kind of scooters do you drive? So the normal one you get when you book driving by yourself, you get a 110cc scooter with a bit smaller wheels than the more expensive one. I got the normal one and it was totally fine. It was 100% good to drive in, even if it was raining. But let's say if you decide to go like a couple on a motorbike by yourself, I would maybe suggest to take the bigger one, because the wheels are bigger and it will probably be much safer. And it's semi-automatic, so you have only gears up and down, no clutch, which is really simple. It takes just a couple of minutes to learn, so it should be totally fine. But if you haven't driven one before, make sure to train in the morning before you go, because there is training. So make sure to do that to be 100% safe when you get out in the mountains. All in all, our experience with the Ha Giang Loop tour was
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was so awesome. We really loved it. It was without a doubt our highlight of the trip.
We met some lovely people.
Yeah, we met a lot of lovely
Had a really
people.
nice time.
It was so fun. Like, we had so fun. We missed it already so much.
Even though it was cold.
It was really cold, like we mentioned. We were really unlucky with the weather, but there's nothing we can do. Just enjoy the views, the mountains, the driving, nice people. It was
It's
awesome.
a magical experience, actually.
It really is. So you really have to do it if you are in Vietnam. Really recommended.